Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Masters of Baseball. Our YouTube channel is now up and running and live. And my name is Walter Beede, and I'm a part of the Masters of Baseball. And I'd like to introduce you to my partner, Butch Baccala. Butch, how are you, Captain?
I'm good, brother. Thank you.
You know, this has been a hotly debated topic. Recently, this week, we put out a tweet into the social media realm about youth baseball, 6U through 12U. So both Butch and I have decided that we need to do a live stream. Live stream means that you are going to be able to interact with us and ask us questions as well as our guests. Butch, how do you feel about that, being able to interact with regard to the live chat?
I cannot wait to talk to other people out there in our community that want to talk about 6 to 12-year-old baseball and the problems right now with 6 to 12-year-old baseball.
I cannot believe the number. Just to put this in perspective, we had close to 500,000 engagements with that tweet, where we got responses, direct message. And I'm talking about direct messages from major league scouts, current major league scouts, baseball people within the college community, as well as the professional community. So Butch has got all that dynamic covered. I'm going to talk about the background of travel baseball, when it started, why it is not important, in my opinion, for 6 to 12-year-old children. I think at some point we have to begin to recognize that the sport of baseball is being hurt with the over-organization at the younger levels. Wouldn't you agree, Butch? I mean, at 6 through 12, we should be focused on being a kid, not necessarily a professional athlete.
Fun, and in my opinion, Little League. Little League was some of my best experiences in baseball, and I've been in baseball for forever. So, I mean, I'm anxiously looking forward to this topic and talking with people about it so they can hear what both of us have to say about this thing that's really big right now in baseball.
Yeah, and I think a lot of parents are intimidated and they feel a sense of fear with regard to not getting their children involved at the younger levels. They feel like they're missing out, the lack of competitiveness, et cetera. Here's the number one thing. We're going to discuss this with current major league players. We're going to have a few coaches join us. We're going to discuss this with former professional players and college players. So you'll be able to be well informed and get a variety of questions answered. And there'll be people who disagree and they'll want to bring their thoughts to this discussion, and we are going to welcome that. And this is not a one-sided, we're going to push everybody to Little League. I feel strongly about Little League in its entirety, meaning what does it provide to a family? It provides a fun resource to simply learn the sport. There is nothing, in my opinion, this is for Butch. Butch is the scout, that anything that you do as a 6 through 12-year-old that's going to translate onto the big diamond with regard to varsity at the high school level or even the college level or the professional level. So I think you're going to want to join us because this is going to be streamed, Butch, via YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You're going to be able to literally find us at the Masters of Baseball on Twitter, find us at the Masters of Baseball Instagram, Masters of Baseball on YouTube, more importantly, Masters of Baseball on Facebook. So now you'll be able to literally sit, watch Butch and I engage with our guests, interact and ask questions. And I think, Butch, this is going to be an opportunity for people to not only see you and I, but to really engage with both of us. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for this forum for us to start. You and I have been together for 8 months now, and we've known each other much longer than that. We both have our own skill sets. And what we're going to be able to help people with is this entire navigating through all this youth baseball experience now. And people need help. You can say whatever you want to say, but people are sending 6-year-olds to youth tournaments and they're saying all-star players. Are you kidding me? All-star players at 6 years old? Who thinks about that? I want to think about hitting wiffle balls and having fun with my friends. Let's worry about that other stuff later.
I agree. And again, here's what 6 through 12-year-old is: Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, Halloween, having fun. It's pretending to be Mike Trout. It's to be Shohana Tani, to be Aaron Judge. That's what being a kid is all about. And I don't want this to be. This is not anti-travel baseball. I want to make that point really, really clear. Travel baseball absolutely has its place within the world of youth baseball, but not at 6 through 12. In my opinion, what I think we want to get back to is an organic passion and love and appreciation for the sport, and bring it back to kids, and not have parents chasing 5 to 10 rabbits between those ages of 6 through 12. Chase one, and you know what that one rabbit is having fun. So that's really what our sole intent is when we do this live stream. We want to introduce people to ideas, thoughts that kind of might be outside the box with regard to what you're currently being able to access. So, for somebody like a parent, say in North Dakota, to be able to ask Butch scouted players like Spencer Torkelson, who just made the Tigers roster. I mean, he has a multitude of players that have gone not only through the college process, through the professional process, and into the big leagues, right, Butch? I mean, we've seen it from young children all the way up to the big leagues.
Right. I scouted your son. I mean, it's just,
right.
It's, listen, what I think is great about what is happening is there's going to be different opinions than ours. I think that's really healthy, but you and I have lived it for so long and we've seen it. We are the real guys in this that can help people find that way to go. And we know for a fact, I own my own organization, and I don't start before they're 13 years old till they get to the big field. They got to have fun.
And I think the other dynamic here is we're both parents, right? I mean, I have the gray hair to show people I've been through this from as a dad, as a player, as a head coach at the collegiate level. So the biggest thing to understand is no one has all the answers. It just doesn't happen. And every single person's journey is very, very unique. We respect that. What we offer is an understanding as to the entirety of the process, not just a blip as a former player, not just a snippet as maybe a coach, but I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 next year. So I have grandchildren. And though I want my grandchildren to experience the sport the same way that my sons experienced it at a younger age, that's what our stream is going to be about. So mark your calendars. April 18th at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is going to allow people on the West Coast, and this is going to have the ability to be able to be seen long after we have our stream, not just on podcast form, Butch. And I think it's important for parents to see us and understand that we're real people and that we've gone through this at the levels that we've gone through.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. I look forward to having this forum with you and being with you. And because we don't always agree either. So
right. Oh, no.
It's
and that's
fresh.
what parents need to understand. There's always going to be differences of opinion. And your son's journey is going to be different than my son's journey, Butch's son, our paths as players. And I just think it's good to have a resource that parents can go to look us straight in the eye and say, here's our current situation. Help. What can we do? And that's what the streams are going to allow us to do with parents and student athletes. If you have a child, I encourage you to have them watch this live stream or the video that would follow. Also, if you have a question, direct message us now. We'll get to it, because on this stream, we're efforting to have some people from Little League, some pretty high-level people from Little League, some coaches, some people that have gone through this as travel organization directors and owners, as well as student athletes that have gone through the process. And what they would have, when they look back, what do they actually remember that benefited them as a player with regard to the bigger diamond? So that's what the live stream is really going to be all about. It's going to be a way to introduce our YouTube channel, which we're really excited about starting for parents, because we're going to have live interviews with college players, college coaches, major league executives, major league players, minor league coaches, minor league players. We're going to cover literally, no pun intended, every single base that you would want to have covered as a parent. So that'll be on our YouTube channel, and all of this stream will be simultaneous. So you pick whatever social media platform that you feel comfortable with. Butch and I will polish up. We'll look nice and neat and presentable, and we're going to be able to bring you access to this information, I think, on a monthly basis is what Butch and I are going to try to do. And then on a weekly basis, Butch and I will add some content with regard to instruction, pitching, hitting, fielding, catching, etc., so that parents have a resource and they can learn from current and former professional athletes and college coaches and players. What do you think, Butch? We're off to a good start.
We're off to a great start. Look forward to seeing all you guys.
So April 18th at 9 p.m. It's a Monday. We're going to get started. You want to join this stream? It's going to be well attended. There's going to be a lot of opinions that are going to be expressed. You're going to want to join us. You're not going to want to miss out. So both Butch and I look forward to seeing all of you and answering all of your questions. Again, April 18th, 9 p.m. Eastern, themastersofbaseball.com. That's our website. You want to make sure you find your way to that website. We are offering you absolute gold information at every single level of youth baseball. Look forward to seeing everybody and speaking with everybody on Monday the 18th. Butch, see you then, Captain.
Look forward to it, brother.